Dr. Somendra, am I audible?
Yes, yes, audible.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, students. We are welcoming you back in the series of FAM sessions that we are having from last 3 days, and this is the last day for the FAM sessions. The first session, because sir is available here, we'll start it as and now. Dr. Biswas,
Yes, please, madam.
your screen is even shared. You may please start taking the lecture, sir.
I have shared the screen.
Yes, sir. You may please start the session.
Okay, it's audible and PPT is
It's audible and even PPT is visible, sir.
okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Ranu, madam. My dear students, on behalf of IITTM Bhubaneswar, I would like to welcome all of you for this combined induction program. Today we'll discuss, 1 minute please. Yes, hello. Sir, I'm in the class. Induction class. Uh, uh, so today we'll discuss introduction of the topic India tourism in pre-COVID scenario. Before the COVID-19 scenario, we'll discuss what was the India's positions in terms of tourism. We'll also discuss about the India overview. We'll discuss Incredible India. And at last, we'll discuss about the post-COVID scenario in our country. Here, whatever the inputs we'll give, we will prove it with the statistical data. As you know that in our country, the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India is mainly responsible to collect and provide the data. The maximum data have been collected from Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. So let me first discuss about tourism scenario in India as a part of the introduction. What is the benefit of tourism? Many of you know about the basic impact of tourism. Just here I would like to share few examples. What are the benefits of tourism? As you know that India is a developing country. In the world, there are three types of countries are there in terms of economy: developed, developing, and underdeveloped countries. So India is the developing country. Second largest population in the world. Maximum numbers of people are staying in the rural areas, villages. The major problem nowadays of Indian citizens are education, job, finances, earning activities, poverty eradications, law and order, safety, etc., etc. These are the major current problems in our country. There are many other minor problems are there, but if we discuss about the major problem at the economy, poverty eradications, unemployment, education, and safety and security issues. If you will link all the major problems, the major thing is the economic impact. Numbers of people in our country are still living in the below poverty level. How to increase their income? How we can increase their income? Another major problem, safety and securities, that is also well linked with the economic activities of the citizens of our country. How it can be well linked? I can recall the last Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, once said, the internal security problem is the major threat than the external security problem in our country. External security problem means if other countries will create problem, we can fight with them. If we can maximum numbers of foreign invaders, that will be the reward for our militaries. But for the internal security problem, like in many places, you know that state like Odisha, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, and these areas, major security problem is the Maoist threat. Maoist threat. So how to solve this problem? Ironically, these areas like Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, these belts are having the much more natural resources. Under the earth, there are the huge minerals. Above the earth, huge vegetations, forest area. So more resources are there. But people of these areas, ironically, are very poor. So the Maoist group have taken that opportunities. The very young people have joined to their group. Because of that, the basic facilities and amenities like physiological needs are not survived, are not fulfilled. So how to solve this problem? Major problem is the economic activities, economic problem, creations of the job. Huge numbers of people are uneducated and less educated people are there. What we can do? The planning commissions are taking many decisions. Nowadays, it is the Niti Aayog is planning for many decisions for economic activities. In developing country, governments are not having enough resources to provide job each and every one. Private companies may not be attracted in the rural areas, remote areas, ethnic places where they cannot run their businesses. So what would be the alternatives to the rural areas? Niti Aayog has identified one of the most important alternative can be the tourism sector, developing of the tourism sector. Why and how? Tourism is having a huge potential to create jobs directly and indirectly. Tourism is such a service industry which can create jobs, highly qualified people, less qualified people, and not qualified people. Highly educated people, less educated people, and uneducated people. Highly skilled people, less skilled people, and unskilled people. Go to the many tourism destinations, wildlife tourism, ecotourism, rural tourism, you will find that numbers of uneducated people are providing services to the tourists, like the boatman, taxi drivers, local service providers. They all are providing services, maybe the uneducated or less educated people. So tourism can be the economic powerhouse and it can improve the quality of people's life. It can create large-scale employment of different people. Highly educated people, scope are there, different sectors are there. Less educated people, also in tourism, different sectors are there, and uneducated people also, there are many places are there. We are having many activities, we are having many projects like rural tourism projects, textile tourism projects. Here we used to visit and we have seen that many uneducated people are involved for producing the textile products. It also can support the environmental protections. Whenever the tourist will go and visit to the destinations, generally tourism we used to say it is the smokeless industry. Smokeless industry. If we will create other industry, there will be a lot of pollutions. But in tourism businesses, there are the less pollutions are there. even different forms of tourism like the road tourism, ethnic tourism, etc., etc. If we can plan it in sustainable way, there may be the very minimum environmental degradations and diverse cultural heritage. As you know that maximum numbers of foreign tourists are coming in India for which purpose? What may be the purpose? The major purpose is the culture of India. Why culture of India is the major purpose? I will show you, I will prove you with the different statistics. Maximum numbers of inbound tourists, foreigners are coming in India. India is having a diversified tourism destinations, sea beaches, coastal areas, hill stations, wildlife sanctuaries, cities, MICE tourism destinations. In if we'll compare our destinations with the other destinations, in case of the sea beaches, in the world also there are many other popular beautiful sea beaches are there. If if you will find if you will find the other countries in Far East like Indonesia, Thailand, we can give some examples in Indonesian sea beaches like Java, Sumatra, Bali, Borneo, Bintan are attracting more numbers of tourists rather than Indian coastal areas, coastal tourism. Hill stations, yes, no doubt, the Himalayan hills, there is no comparison, but Alps, countries like Switzerland, Austria, etc., they are attracting good numbers of tourists. But Indian culture is one of the oldest culture in the world. Indian civilization is one of the oldest civilization in the world. Yes, proof is there, so-called Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Ajanta, Ellora, etc., etc. Nowadays, definitely, you will say the Mohenjo-daro is a part of other country. But if we follow the history, there are the many evidences are there. Indian civilization is one of the oldest civilization of the world. So Indian culture is very ethnic culture. Tourists are coming to see the Indian culture. It may include culture, customs, traditions, Indian songs, Indian music, Indian dance, classical dance, and fairs, festivals, heritage sites, everything are included in the cultural heritage. And it can strengthen the peace in the world. Yes, it can strengthen, we can give many examples. Many examples. Tourism is also having enough potential to eradicate, to reduce, and to increase the communal harmony. As you know that maximum riots are happening in our country. It may be the religion based. When one religion people will visit to the destinations full of resources of other religious sites, they will be inspired, they will be highly motivated, they will not have any intention to destroy that. If Hindus will visit to mosque to see the Taj Mahal, they will enjoy, they will astonish what are the creations. They will not have any intention to destroy that. Same way, if other religious people will visit to the Hindu religious sites, they will be they are highly motivated. So they through that they can strengthen the peace. I can give you many examples how tourism can create the communal harmony. In many places, as you know that one of the major festival of Eastern India is the Dasara Durga Puja. Durga Puja in West Bengal is a very big festival. You will see that in Durga Puja, the who are making the pandals, tents and all. They are the people from other communities, Muslims and all, they are also highly involved. They are earning their money, and whenever the Durga Puja will come, all the peoples of all communities will become happy. So such a way we can strengthen the peace in the world. So tourism is having a major role for promoting sustainable development and economic growth. Through tourism, we can develop, we can maintain the sustainability of the destination. There are many examples are there. It takes more time to give you the examples. Like say for examples of the heritage sites, government have taken to convert those heritage sites into the heritage hotels. Say for examples in Mumbai you have seen Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. That is the heritage hotel. To maintain its sustainability, to protect it, and the hotel companies they are not allowed to change the interior or exterior decorations. So sustainability is the major concerns with the economic growth. Pro-poor growth in the rural destinations, ecotourism destinations, wildlife sanctuaries, hill stations, you will find that the basic services are provided by the very poor people of that particular communities. So community development and pro-poor growth is also the major phenomena of tourism nowadays. Now, it is a service industry we know. We'll discuss in details in the next classes why it is called the service industry, what are the characteristics are there. But within the short span of time, we cannot discuss all those things. So this service industry like the hotel, transport, food, entertainment, etc., they can create the employment. One activity report proves that in India, it is the highly labor-intensive industry. Tourism sector creates 89 jobs as against the 45 jobs in primary sector and 30 jobs in secondary sectors. The ratio of indirect job to the direct job is 3:1. So tourism can create both jobs both in the primary sector and secondary sector, core sector and augmented sectors. There we need much more discussions. In the classes, we'll discuss and analyze all the statistics. Here, I'd like to quote our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, have told in many public forums about the 5T. He had always included the tourism in 5T. Talent, tradition, tourism, trade, technology. Tourism is always there, always have been included as one of the most important sector of 5T. Now, here, Prime Minister also have told that terrorism divides, but tourism unites. We can take many examples by which tourism can increase the social interactions, communal harmony can be maintained. India tourism, explore incredible India. Now, I will discuss about some facts of our country in pre-COVID scenario. Several decades, all statistics are available. We'll analyze the statistics. India is a journey of the mind and soul. It is a journey of the five senses. It is the journey of self-discovery. It is a journey of self-fulfillment. Need more than one lifetime to see. Yes, if we'll learn, if we'll go through the different tourism products in our country, such a huge country, of course, to see each and every tourism destinations in our country, we need more than one lifetime to see. One life is not enough for that. It is a journey of self-discovery, self-fulfillment. We can discover ourselves. There are many natural areas are there, natural tourism destinations. We can learn from the nature. Great Himalayas are there. There is no comparison. If we'll go close to the nature, you will feel, you can discover yourself. So it is a journey of the mind and soul, not only the physical movement from one place to another place. It is a journey of the mind and soul, journey of the five senses, journey of self-discovery, and journey of self-fulfillment. And we need more than one lifetime to see. Otiti Devo Bhavo is the tagline of our ministries. Their guests are treating as a god. In hospitality industry and tourism industry, we are treating our guests as a god. Otiti Devo Bhavo. Now we'll discuss about the India overview. India is one of the major emerging economy, and foreign tourist arrivals are increasing each and every year in our country. Some important statistics. If we'll discuss, if we'll deliver lectures, people may not believe. So we need to prove that with the statistics. Foreign tourist arrival in India, 10.56 million. Annual growth rate was 5.2% before COVID scenario. Before COVID scenario, COVID has started, you know that in the month of March 2019 in our country. So in 2000, before that 2018 scenario, annual growth rate was 5.2%. Number of NRIs coming in India, 6.87 million. Growth rate is the 1.4%. NRI, who are the NRIs? What they are coming? Why they are coming? To see their own roots. Roots, to see and visit the roots are one of the major motivations for the people. What do you mean by roots? Like that, plants. Roots are more important things. If we'll cut the roots, they will die. For the human beings, what may be the roots? Say for examples, we have taken birth, we have grown up in a rural areas, in a villages. Then after that, we may have grown up in the cities. After that, people are going and visiting to the foreign country for job or any other purpose. So where they have taken birth, in the rural areas, villages, that can be the roots. Where their parents are staying, where their ancestors were staying, that can be the roots. You have learned about the heritage sites. You will say, yes, heritage sites may be the old forts, havelis, palaces and all. But here I can tell you the place where my grandfather used to stay. Suppose my grandfather used to stay in the rural areas, in interior areas where there were no modern facilities. The ancestors, the grandfathers, probably they were staying in cottages in the heart. So that cottage can be the heritage site for me. Whenever I will have opportunity to visit that cottage, that heart, that I will feel nostalgic. Because when I was grown up, when I was a child, I was listening from my parents that my grandfathers used to do so and so things, their lifestyles, and they used to stay in a cottages. So that place may be the heaven for me. That place may be the ethnic place for me. That place may be the heritage site for me. So whenever we'll have a time, we can plan to visit that heritage site. So NRIs are also coming. Number of international tourist arrivals in India, annual growth rate, international tourist was 3.7%. So we have already discussed number of international tourist arrivals and number of international tourism receipts. Arrivals means numbers of tourists. We need to count the heads, numbers. Tourism receipts means how much money they are spending. how much money they are spending in the tourism destinations. So there was the positive huge growth rate, 7.2% growth rate in terms of tourism receipts. Now, India's position in the world. Share of India's international tourist arrival before pre-COVID scenario 1.24%. India's rank in international tourist arrival was 22nd in the world. Share of Indian tourism receipts, that means earnings of the money, it was 1.97%. And India's position in the world was 13. So world India's position in terms of international tourist arrival 22nd, and in terms of international tourism receipts it was 13. So these statistics will prove there was a positive growth rate pre-COVID scenario. Now, India's position in Asia Pacific region. As you know that India is situated in the Asia Pacific region. So India's position India's position in it was 7 in Asia Pacific region. India's position was 7. Share of India in tourism receipts 6.54%. 6.54%, and India's rank in tourism receipts was 7th rank. So if we'll go through the statistics, we can see in pre-COVID scenario there was the very positive growth rate in India. Through the statistics, we can prove that. Now, maximum numbers of foreign tourists are coming in India by which mode? By air, 79.6%. That means almost 80% of the tourists are coming in India by air. Almost 80% of the tourists of India are coming by air. Why? Because you think about the India's geographical position. India's geographical position, if we find, the northern part of the India is covered with the great Himalaya. The southern part, or South India, we used to say that is the largest peninsula of the world, because 3 parts of the India is covered by water bodies. In the eastern part, there is the Bay of Bengal. In the southern part, there is the Indian Ocean. And in the western part, there is the Arabian Sea. So, there is, because of that geographical situations, geographical locations, the foreigners, they need to come in India by air. There are other neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and other countries, even Myanmar and all, they are having the land road. By road they can come. Rail networks are also there. You know that with Bangladesh and with Pakistan also, the networks were there created, but sometimes it has been closed. So near about 80% tourists are coming by air, and 19.6 means 20% tourists are coming by land road, and only 0.8% are coming by sea, like the tourists from Sri Lanka, the tourists from Maldives, they are coming by sea. The busiest airport, Delhi and Mumbai, 44.5% foreign tourists are coming by the airport. Major airports are Delhi and Mumbai. Next, Indian nationals departure. Indian nationals departure. If we'll see, India is also a originating country for tourists. Originating country for tourists. Each and every year, maximum numbers of tourists are also visiting other foreign country from India. Now, if we will discuss about the statistics, I have told you that our discussions need to be proved through the statistics. Pre-COVID scenario, if we will discuss the top 15 countries originating country, tourist originating country. Maximum numbers of tourists are coming from which country? As per the statistics, number one is Bangladesh. In terms of tourist arrivals, not in terms of tourism receipts. In terms of tourist arrival, Bangladesh, United States number two. Before 3 to 4 years back, maximum numbers of tourists were coming from United States. So number one, Bangladesh, number two, United States, number three, United Kingdom, number four, Sri Lanka, number five, Canada, number six, Australia, then Malaysia, China, Germany, Russia, France, Japan, Singapore, Nepal, Thailand. These are the statistics. Now, questions may come. We need to analyze. Maximum numbers of tourists are coming from Bangladesh. Why? Bangladesh is the neighboring country. There is the well-developed transport link. Road networks are there. Rail networks are there. Air networks are there. Because of these statistics, we have got one project to study about the Bangladesh nationals. What may be the main purpose? Why they are coming in maximum numbers? We have prepared the project report and we have submitted it to the ministries. There are many suggestions given. The detailed project report I cannot discuss in details. But as you know that maximum numbers of Bangladeshis are coming for to have the medical facilities in India, and close cultures are also there. But maximum numbers of tourism receipts are always from USA, because Bangladeshi tourists are not spending more amount of the money. It is the United States, they are spending more amount of the money in India. United Kingdom is also spending more amount of the money. Sri Lanka, you know that number four, neighboring country, there the common cultures are there in Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu. There the Tamil peoples are also there in Sri Lanka. So many peoples are coming and visiting to get experience about their roads. And other countries are there. So these are the top 15 countries. Maximum numbers of tourists are coming in India. Top 15 source market we have discussed. And these top 15 countries accounted for 75.33% of the tourists. 75%, more than 75% of the tourists are coming mainly from these top 15 countries. I think it is audible to all of you. I think you can see the PPT. If there is any problem in online presentations, please write it down in the chat box so that
Sir,
I can
sir, it's visible and audible, sir. It's going good, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Now, percentage shares of different states, domestic and foreign tourists. Questions may come. Which state in India are attracting more numbers of tourists? Here, which state? The questions may come in your mind. Which state in India is attracting maximum numbers of tourists Number one state, as per the statistics, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India is Tamil Nadu. In terms of domestic tourism, in terms of foreign tourists, it is Tamil Nadu. We need to analyze why it is Tamil Nadu, why not the other states. Statistics are telling that Tamil Nadu, what may be the major product of the Tamil Nadu? I have told you the major purpose for the foreigners to visit in India is the cultural purpose, ethnic culture. As you know that the many North Indian peoples are the Aryans people and South Indian peoples are mainly the Dravidian peoples, not all, mainly the Dravidian peoples, and Dravidian peoples are, as per the history, they are the original ethnic people in our country. The main ethnic cultures you will find in South India. In North India also, the ethnic cultures are there definitely, but maximum cultures have been destroyed, maximum architectures have been destroyed. Like temple architectures, North Indian style is called Nagara styles of temple architecture. Central Indian style is called Besara style of temple architecture. Eastern Indian style is called Kalingan style of temple architecture. And South Indian style is called Dravidian style of temple architecture. Maximum temple architectures in North India has been destroyed by the foreign invaders. You have learned the history and ancient history. So the foreign invaders, they have destroyed the maximum architectures, temple architectures. But in South India, there the beautiful temple architectures are still existing, and many of them are the World Heritage Sites. Like Chennai, Kanchipuram, Darasuram, Gangaikundam Cholapuram, Thanjavur, Trichy, Rameswaram, etc. etc. Many beautiful temple, ancient temple architectures are there, and the good numbers of tourists are attracted by Tamil Nadu, and more numbers of people from Sri Lanka also they are visiting in Tamil Nadu. Number two, in case of the inbound tourist, it is Maharashtra, but in case of the domestic tourist, it is the Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, you know that the unique tourism destinations, that is the Taj Mahal in Agra, Agra Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, many destinations are there. But Taj Mahal is one of the most important motivations for the tourists to visit here. But for the foreigners, number two is Maharashtra. Maharashtra, there may be the many regions are there. Many regions are there in Maharashtra. Major cities are there. Business hubs are there, and ancient caves are there, like Ajanta, Ellora, and all. And these are also the probes of ancient India. I have told you, Indian civilization is the one of the oldest civilization of the world. So to have the experience, you need to visit to all those destinations. There are many other states are there. You can find easily from here. Like in terms of domestic tourists, Karnataka is the number 3. In terms of foreign tourists, Uttar Pradesh is number 3. So there are many statistics. In terms of domestic tourists, Andhra Pradesh is number 4. You know that in Andhra Pradesh, maximum numbers of tourists are attracted by Tirupati, the most richest and maximum numbers of tourists are visiting Tirupati Balaji temple. But for foreigners, it is the 16 positions. We need to analyze each and every state. We will discuss and analyze in our future classes because it will take more time to discuss. There are other slides to share also. The other state, West Bengal, in terms of domestic 7, and in terms of foreign, it is number 6. Now we'll discuss about the incredible India. India is not only an incredible destination, but also a major source of market. As you know that more numbers of Indian people are also visiting to other foreign countries as a part of outbound tourists. There are many incredible destinations are there. These are not found anywhere in the world. To have get experience these incredible destinations, the tourists, they need to come and visit in India. That is why India is incredible. Atulya Bharat. You will not find this type of unique destinations in other countries. You may find sea beaches, you may find hill stations, but this incredible cultural heritage or uniqueness of our country. Round the year destinations. Yeah, we will discuss seasonality is the major constraint for the tourism business everywhere. But in India, round the year destinations and offering variety of tourism products. Rich cultural, spiritual, natural, and man-made heritage are there. Modern India is emerging and a way of life, it is experiences. To have the experience, Indian culture is always incredible. Magnificent Himalayas in the north and beautiful Spain and backwaters of Kerala. Coastal area, sea beaches, backwater lakes, these all are uniqueness. I think many of you have visited the backwater lake like the Alleppey in Kerala. Himalaya, the Himalaya, you know that though the largest peak is in Nepal, but there are huge numbers of tourists are also coming to the North Indian states like from Kashmir to Himachal, Uttarakhand, from Sikkim, Arunachal, and many other states. The forts of Rajasthan, legendary forts of Rajasthan, to world-class heritage sites like Hampi in Karnataka, sprawling beaches of west coast to the calm lakes of the east coast. As you know that thousands and thousands kilometers of coastal areas are there in our country, and the very beautiful sea beaches are also there. Wildlife, exotic one-horned rhino. You need to visit to Assam, Kaziranga. Majestic elephant in Bandipur. There are many endangered species are there. Endangered species like the Royal Bengal tiger in Sundarban, West Bengal. Though 40% of the Sundarban is in West Bengal and 60% of the Sundarban is in Bangladesh. So Royal Bengal tiger, and also to see the another endangered species like Estonian crocodile. Very huge, large Estonian crocodile to see. You need to come and visit Odisha in Bhitarkanika especially. Olive-riddled turtle, the endangered species. To see the olive-riddled turtle, very huge and large. The weight may be even more than 60 kilograms each. So you need to visit Odisha to Bhitarkanika. Majestic lions of the Gir, Royal tiger, Royal Bengal tiger of the Sundarban. These all are the uniqueness of India. Magnificent Himalayas. Huge numbers of domestic and foreign tourists are coming and visiting in India to see the mountain areas in our country. The forts of Rajasthan, to see the forts, they need to visit in India. There is no other comparisons. Like another examples, to see the pyramid, you need to visit to the Misr, Egypt. Same way, to see these forts, you need to visit to Rajasthan's magnificent forts, and these are the very rich cultural heritage of our country. Colorful festivals of our country, snake boat race of Kerala. You can see the pictures of snake boat race in Kerala. Vibrant festivals of Ladakh in Kashmir. Colorful kite festivals of Gujarat. Desert festivals of Jaisalmer. Durga Puja in West Bengal. Ratha Yatra festivals in Puri. These all are the unique, colorful festivals. The colorful festivals, Holi. You know that Holi is having such a unique impact. every religious people can enjoy the Holi. Every religious people during the holy times they used to enjoy all together. India is incredible because range of new products are there, mountaineering in Himalayas, whitewater river rafting in Ganga. You know that one of the holiest river is Ganga. Walk in the valley of flowers, ecotourism and wildlife sanctuaries in different parts of our country. Sports and flames. F1 race, Grand Prix, you know that. Not only that, adventure sports, many beautiful destinations in Himalayan areas are well known for adventure sports. Rural tourism, India is having the huge numbers of rural tourism villages. In future, we'll discuss in details because as you know that this year the World Tourism Organization's theme was the tourism and rural development. So in future we'll discuss in details about the different ethnic rural tourism products. Rural tourism products, agri-tourism, farm tourism, the culture of the rural life, its cuisines, fresh foods, ethnic cuisines, community development, these all are examples for rural tourism. Ayurveda, Indian form of Ayurveda is very ethnic. Yoga and Ayurveda. More numbers of foreigners are coming and visiting in India to have these experiences as a part of wellness tourism. What is wellness tourism? There is the little bit differences. Are there in between the wellness tourism and health tourism. Health tourism can cure your body. Medical tourism can cure your body. Medical tourism can cure your body. But health tourism and wellness tourism can cure the body, soul, and mind. These three are well linked: body, soul, and mind. So through Ayurveda, through yoga, we can cure body along with our soul and mind. So numbers of foreigners are coming, they are following and they are practicing Indian styles of wellness tourism. There are many destinations are there, like in Himalaya, Ananda Spa, in Kerala, in Karnataka, many destinations are offering this Ayurveda, spa and wellness tourism. For medical also, India is emerging market, maximum numbers of people from neighboring countries, they are coming and visiting India for medical tourism purposes. India is also a land for spirituality, promoting peace and tranquility. Spiritual destinations for many other religions, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jains. As you know that for Buddhist people from Far East countries, huge numbers of tourists are coming, and uh, the place like the Bodh Gaya, where the Buddha has enlightened, because of maximum numbers of people from Thailand, they are coming, and Bodh Gaya nowadays has become a mini Thailand. India is a origin of many religions like Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, and Jains. Modern India, different modern facilities, the airports, modern airports, rail networks, metro networks. So India is also changing. Visa regulations have been eased. In future, we'll discuss in details about the e-visa, about the visa on arrivals for people from neighboring countries. Many neighboring countries, visa on arrival facilities are there, so no need to apply previously to have the visa. They can directly come in the entry point. Immigration officers can issue the visa on arrival. We need to discuss, lot of discussions are there about these visa regulations. In future classes we'll discuss. Luxury and hospitality services, best known hotels, five-star deluxe hotels, heritage hotels, and other luxury hotels are also there, and that can attract the foreign tourists. Warmth of India, the Indian hospitality, Indian culture is very, very ethnic. Indian peoples are well known for their hospitality. How to welcome the guest? We have learned from our society, from our parents, how to welcome. There is the Otiti Deva Bhavo. In future, we'll discuss in details how to welcome, like Otiti used to assume like a god. To the god, how we are praying to the god with the flower, with the incense sticks, with dipper, with sweets, etc., etc. So here also we used to welcome to the tourists like that way. In future class, I will tell you in details about that. Incredible India, different luxury trains are there, Palace on Wheels, Royal Rajasthan, Maharaja Express, Golden Chariot, Deccan Odyssey, Mahaparinirvan like Buddhist train, hill trains are there in Simla, in Darjeeling. Budget hotels are also there for the domestic tourist, affordable transport, variety of cuisine, and excellent shopping. India for all. India is a destination for all. We'll discuss in future classes safe and honorable tourism. This is the modern phenomena, and we are following and accepting safe and honorable tourism. We need to discuss many examples. In future class, we'll discuss in details about safe and honorable tourism. So in future also, we need to develop the infrastructure in PPP mode, private public partnership mode, community development, human resource development, relationship among the stakeholders. These are the many suggestions are there. Many suggestions are there. And hospitality sectors also, there are many things to be developed. Responsible tourism, sustainable tourism, we'll discuss in details in the future classes. Because of the short span of time, we cannot discuss in details because we have discussed to visit these destinations, we need more than one lifetime. And to discuss among the viewers and the students, it needs more and more numbers of classes so that we can give the examples, we can analyze all. Please remember the Incredible India helpline number 1800111363. It is the toll-free number 1363. There are many other incredible destinations. Like this is the pictures of the a major dham of Eastern India among the Char Dham of India. This is the Puri Dham, Car Festival, Ratha Jatra festivals. Millions and millions of people are coming in Puri. This is the sand art festivals, international sand art festivals. Different sand art experts from different countries, they used to prepare the art with the sand in the coastal areas of Chandrabhaga near the Konark Sun Temple. This is the pictures, and it is the international event, International Sand Art Festival. Now, I have come to the last phase. Because of the shortage of time, I need to discuss about the post-COVID scenario. Post-COVID scenario, what will happen after the COVID scenario? And as you know that the people will be always interested to visit to the destinations, but which destinations they will visit? But after the COVID scenario, world will never be the same. Everything will change. People will explore the little more cautiously. We have experienced the lockdown, shutdown, huge examples, huge the impact globally. So we all tourists are also having the fear factors. Experience the wanderlust in the post-COVID world. People will be stepping out definitely. More than before, people will prefer safe and hospitable destinations. People will have an increased emphasis on local tourists. Foreign visitors are likely to remain less for some more time. Immediately after the post-COVID time, You know that there is a beautiful theory has been given by S.B. Linder. First, domestic tourism will be developed in the destinations. If domestic tourism will develop, then only international tourism will develop. So first, domestic tourism has to be developed. Post-COVID scenario, slowly domestic tourists will start. That means the local tourists will visit the destination. Slowly, international tourists will come. And international tourists and both domestic tourists will prefer to visit those destinations which are safe, secure, clean, hygiene, and are maintaining sustainability. So we need to give much more priority on cleanliness and hygiene factors of the destination. The destinations which are clean, maintaining hygiene, proper sanitation, safety, security, those destinations definitely will have a mileage rather than to the other destinations. So as a part of there, you know that we all are conducting the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan means to make the destinations clean enough. So these are the post-COVID scenario. After the COVID time, these destinations are having all challenges and safety security is the major concerns. People will try to visit to the rural areas, ecotourism destinations, wildlife destinations, but the mass tourism destinations may not develop immediately after the post-COVID scenario. It will take some time to develop the mass tourism destination, but the destinations like adventure tourism, destinations like rural tourism, agri-tourism, farm tourism, cultural tourism, uh, and rural tourism, the many sea beaches, coastal areas, wildlife sanctuaries, they are having the mileage, and they will, that can be developed in post-COVID scenario. And everything should be digital, use of digital menus, disposable crockery and cutlery in the hotels, increase in area per cover, and looking for guests every step of protections. These are the major concerns for tourism and hotel industry. In hotel industries also, tourists will prefer to see from where the foods are coming. So live kitchen and chef can prepare the food in front of the tourist, in front of the guest, so the tourist and guests will see how the foods are prepared, whether in hygienic manner or not. Kitchens and hotels are maintaining good quality of the hygiene, sanitations or not. These are all the factors in the post-COVID scenario. Friends, dear students, time is already over. So within this short span of time, I have tried to explain my thoughts, and in future classes, we will discuss in details about each and every factors. More and more numbers of classes are required. Until then, thank you very much. If you have any questions and doubt, please feel free to ask me the questions.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll have some doubts by the students. Maybe the chat box isn't open. May I please request the admin IITTM host if you can please open the chat box so as students can ask question.
Yes.
I'm open. Students can ask questions to the sir.
Is the chat box open for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students, in case of doubt, attendance ka link is already given. In case of any doubt or question, students, you may please ask question.
Please ask me the questions, and in future class also will clear your doubts. Someone has
There is
asked.
one student who wants solutions for new age entrepreneurs.
Solutions
So there is one
for
question which is solutions for new age entrepreneurs.
new age entrepreneurs. Yeah, okay. The what can be the solutions? Entrepreneurs in tourism and hospitality services. As you know that tourism and hospitality is the service industry, and direct involvement of the service providers are very essential. It's not like the goods industry. So involvement, close contact is very essential. Like the service providers in restaurant, in hotels, in the tourist guides, they will have the close contact. So for the entrepreneur, those who will do the businesses in the tourism sector, they need to think about all the factors the place has to be safe, secure. Their organizations has to be very safe, secure. Cleanliness and hygienes may be maintained. And in the last class, I have given some suggestions. Last slide, I have given some suggestions like for the hotels, increase in area per cover. It should not be very close areas. Restaurants should be wide. It should be very broad areas. Like in, you know that in rural tourism destinations, in ecotourism destinations, open air restaurants are becoming much more popular. In closed door restaurants, that we need to increase the area per cover, partition per table, and outdoor seating, live cooking for guests, digital menus, disposable crockery and cutleries, and online food deliveries. These all can be the solutions for the entrepreneurs working in tourism and hospitality sectors. Yes, someone has asked, want more classes? Definitely we'll conduct more classes. And someone has asked uh, um, the possibility of rise in tourism after COVID. Yes, I have already discussed. There is the huge possibilities are there. Tourists will move definitely from their home. Tourists will go, but immediately you cannot expect the mass tourism destinations, the destinations which are following the certain norms, like number one, safety, security, number and other factors like the hygiene, other factors like the sanitations, like the seating arrangements. These all are very important things. So the service providers need to be given proper training and induction so that they can follow all those things. Now, one question.
We have questions, but we have our another session also that we have to start now. Because of the time constraint, I request you, like, if we can stop the lecture here, please.
Right, right. Thank you very much, dear students. Dear Anu Madam, thank you very much. And in future also, we'll discuss in details and we need to analyze each and every factor. Whatever the questions you are giving, you are asking, we need to analyze all the factors and we'll analyze with the statistical data, with the different theories. In future class, we'll give you the enough info. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thanks all, and we'll see you in the next classes. Thank you very much. Good day.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, students. Let's join the next session, please.